ഓം ശ്രീ ഗുരുഭ്യോ നമഃ. ഹരി ഓം. ഓം ഗണാനാം ത്വാ ഗണപതിഗും ഹവാമഹേ കവിം കവീനാം ഉപമശ്രവസ്തമം ജ്യേഷ്ഠരാജം ബ്രഹ്മണാം ബ്രഹ്മണസ്പത ആനശൃണ്വന്നോതിഭിः സീദസാദനം. ഓം ശ്രീ മഹാഗണപതയേ നമഃ. ഓം നമഃ ശിവായ ഗുരവേ സച്ചിദാനന്ദമൂർത്തയേ നിഷ്പ്രപഞ്ചായ ശാന്തായ നിരാലംബായ തേജസേ. ഓം യസ്യാത്മഭൂതസ്യ ഗുരുപ്രസാദാത് അഹം വിമുക്തോസ്മി സംസാരബന്ധാത്. സർവോപദേഷ്ടു ശിവാനന്ദമൂർത്തേഃ മൃദ്വംഗ്രിയുഗ്മം പ്രണതോസ്മി നിത്യം. ദയാസിന്ധും ദീനബന്ധും ശാസ്ത്രാർത്ഥബോധനപട്ടും മസ്കരീന്ദ്രവരം നൗമി ശ്രീചിദാനന്ദസദ്ഗുരും. ഓം പ്രാണിനാം ദുഃഖഹർത്താരൗ ജ്ഞാനദോ ഭുവനമുക്തയേ ശിവാനന്ദചിദാനന്ദോ ആശ്രയേ ഗുരുസത്തമോ. ഓം ശാന്താത്മാനം പ്രണതസുലഭം സിദ്ധവിദ്യാപ്രഭാവം ഭാസ്വദ്രൂപം സുഗുണനിലയം ത്വസ്തകർമാദിവർഗം പ്രജ്ഞാവൃദ്ധം നിജസമദൃശം താരതം ത്യാഗിപദ്യം സാക്ഷാത് ഈശം മമ ഗുരുവരം ശിവാനന്ദം നതോസ്മി ശിവാനന്ദം നതോസ്മി. ഓം ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തി സ്തോത്ര. വിശ്വം ദർപ്പണദൃശ്യമാനനഗരീ തുല്യം നിജാന്തർഗതം പശ്യന്നാത്മനി മായയാ ബഹിരിവോദ്ഭൂതം യഥാ നിദ്രയാ യസാക്ഷാത് കുരുതേ പ്രബോധസമയേ സ്വാത്മാനമേവാദ്വയം തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ബീജസ്യ അന്തരിവാങ്കുരോ ജഗദിദം പ്രാങ് നിർവികൽപം പുനഃ മായാകൽപ്പിത ദേശകാലകലനാ വൈചിത്ര്യ ചിത്രീകൃതം മായാബീവ വിജൃംഭയത്യപി മഹായോഗീ വയസ്വേച്ഛയാ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. യസ്യൈവ സ്ഫുരണം സദാത്മകം അസത്കൽപ്പാർത്ഥകം ഭാസത്തെ സാക്ഷാത് തത്വമസീതി വേദവചസാ യോ ബോധയത്യാശ്രിതാൻ യസാക്ഷാത്കരണാത് ഭവന്ന പുനരാവൃത്തിഃ ഭവാംഭോനിധൗ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. നാനാഛിദ്രഗണോദരസ്ഥിത മഹാദീപപ്രഭാഭാസ്വരം ജ്ഞാനം യസ്യ തു ചക്ഷുരാധികരണദ്വാരാഭിः സ്പന്ദതേ ജാനാമീതി തമേവ ഭാന്തം അനുവാത്യേതത് സമസ്തം ജഗത് തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ഓം ഭദ്രം കർണേഭിः ശൃണുയാമ ദേവാः ഭദ്രം പശ്യേമാക്ഷഭിർയജത്രാः സ്ഥിരൈരംഗൈസ്തുഷ്ടുവാഗുംസस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु. ओम शांति शांति शान्तिः. सुकेशा च भारद्वाजः शैब्यश्च सत्यकामः सौर्यायणी च गार्ग्यः कौसल्यश्च आश्वलायनः भार्गवो वैदर्भिः कबन्धी कात्यायनः ते हैते ब्रह्मपराः ब्रह्मनिष्ठाः परं ब्रह्म अन्वेषमाणाः एषः वै तत्सर्वं वक्ष्यतीति तेह समित्पाणयो भगवन्तं पिप्पलादमुपसन्नाः. Those 6 people, Sukesha, Satyakama, Gargya, Ashwalayana, Kabandi, Bhargava. All 6 people, then Brahmanishtaha, Vedanishtaha, Param Brahma Anveshamanaha, desiring to know the highest truth, the highest Brahman, desiring to know, to have Bhagavad Sakshatkara, they approached Pippalada who will enlighten us. So then they went to Pippalada. Tanha Sarishi Ruvacha Bhuyaye Vatapasa Brahmacharyena Shraddhaya Samvatsaram Samvatsyata Yathakamam Prashnan Prachyatha Yadi Vijñāsyamaham Sarvam Havo Vakshyama iti. Then he said, all right, you have come here, you are already doing tapasya. You do tapasya for 1 more year. You stay here for 1 more year doing tapasya, observing brahmacharya and shraddha. You do like that, he said. Now I want to know tapas, the word you are very much familiar. What do you understand by tapas? What is your understanding of tapas? You all heard this word tapas. Tapa means tapa, pain. Okay? Tapas means tapas. Now, we know that this is very important actually. Many times these Vedanta words we know, but what it really implies, how it is connected to me, you do not know. That is the problem actually. This Dhruva, this tapasya. Dhruva in the Bhagavad, Dhruva was a small child, he went to the forest and did tapasya. So his guru was Narada. And what Upadesha he gave? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, that was the mantra. And then he did not say you do tapasya. He was chanting it. Okay, continuously chanting it. So within 6 months, he got realization. Bhagavan, Parikshit only 7 days. He heard Saptaha. We have heard so many Saptaha. We have done so many Saptaha, nothing is happening. So what is your understanding of tapas? What is your understanding? Tell me something. What do you mean by tapasya? What do you understand by tapasya? Eh? These are all empty words. Are you not doing tapasya? Everyone is doing tapasya. Here, even everyone is doing tapasya. Tapasya means intense thinking of something. Tapasya tapa. Tapa means dukkha. Suppose if you are locked here, in this room you are locked, no food, and you get good smell of food, and you want to eat. So you will be always thinking about food. No other thought will come in the mind. All thought will be about food only. Okay? You know, there is a Gita sloka, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajityande kalevaram tam tameveti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Okay? So, normal person, we die. Suppose if you don't get moksha, some other birth will be there. What will be that birth? We all study Vedanta and Purana, etc. But whether we have understood it, we have not led a good life. Little something we did, something spiritually we did, but not that perfect to have God realization. Then the Gita it says, Yam yam vavismaran bhavam tyajityante kalevaram. Tam tamai vedi. Whatever bhava you are having, accordingly you will get a birth, they say. So morning to night, so many bhavas comes and go. Okay? So 365 days like that. Suppose if you have lived 80 years, so many thoughts have come. Which is your bhava? You understand what I say? So today, for example, to this day, What was my powerful thought in my mind? What was the powerful thought in your mind? So many thoughts come and go, nothing very specific. So many things come in your mind and go. So we are working for something. We want to achieve something. Okay? We want to achieve something. So the thought is more powerful than other thoughts. Okay? Suppose a student is there. He wants to get good marks. Good marks I should get. Good marks I should get. That thought will be powerful. So if a person is very much interested to get first rank, all the time he will be thinking, maximum time, he will be thinking I should get first rank, he will study, I must get first rank, what I should do for that. To achieve what you want, you will be continuously thinking. The more you think about an object which you want to achieve, okay? Suppose if you want to get more money, how can I get more money? You will be thinking, a businessman, how I can do business, how I can sell. I will go this way, I will do this way. As a small boys, you might have learned cycling first. At that time, first time you get a cycle, then you will wait for an opportunity to get a cycle and then you will try. Okay? So until you master that, the mind is keep on working like that. That continuous mind thinking a subject to the exclusion of other things is what is called tapasya. Suppose if a person is interested in a girl, not married, okay? It's a lover. That is the usual example they give. Do you know what is the Sanskrit word they use? Jara. One of the name of Sri Krishna is Jara, Chora, Shikamane. Okay? You heard it? Jara, you have heard? In this Bhagavad Gita, Dashamaskanda, the word is used, Jara. Jara means what? A person who is in love with a girl but not married. Married means then there is no interest in her. Afterwards he will never think about her. He is already available. If he is not married to that girl and if he wants that girl, he will be always thinking about her. So in the English they use the word paramar. So his mind will be always thinking about her. Whatever he is talking, his mind will be on that girl. That is a tapasya. Tapasya, the word is tapasya only. Continue. The mind is engaged in that. What Dhruva did, he did not allow any other thought. This thought alone was there. So everyone is doing tapasya. Not maybe permanently for a particular thing. You do tapasya for certain thing, you get it or don't get it, forget about it, you think about the next thing. You get it or you don't get it, you forget about. So every day you are going on like that, okay? Today you want food, then you think about food. Afterwards you got it, then after 2 days after that again you will think about it. You want money, every minute you are not thinking about it. Other interests are also there. So you try to get it. And then, so there will be every desire. If the desire is very strong, then the mind will be thinking about that always. If the desire is very strong, you have heard the story of Surdas. Surdas story, you know. He actually had a lover. So one day on his married fellow, but that girl, he's a Jara. So he wanted to be in the company of that lady. So on the Shraddha day of his father, that day he thought, I will not go, but he goes, he wanted to know at night when it becomes dark, her thought became very powerful. But the story is told for other people also. So then he gets up and go. And then there's a river has to cross. And that river is spate, full of water. And he tried to get a boat, there was no boat. And suddenly he found a boat. So he got into that boat. And he himself rowed the boat and reached the other side. And then it is raining and went and saw that lady's house. And he cannot go there. Then he found a rope lying down there. He climbed through the rope and went there. And then lady asked, how come you came here? I came like this. His body is fully drenched and there is pus and blood. How you came? The rope was there. What rope? That was a snake. You heard the story? Snake. And then how he came, that was a dead body on the dead body. Then she says, you have got this much attraction for me. If a little attraction of this is there with Bhagavan, you would have got it. Then that moment he changed. If the amount of the thought you had about me, the intensity of your thought to come to me, the power of that chinta to come to me, is if 1% of that was there with God, you would have realized God, she says. That was the turning point. That story is being told for other people also. Villomangalam, that one Swami. But anyway, the story is... Tulsidas. It is told for Surdas, Tulsidas, Villomangal, so many people. So the power of that thought, continuously your mind is engaged because your desire for that is very high. When a desire for an object is high, the mind will be continuously engaged in that. That is a tapa. Until you achieve that, it is a tapa. That tapa, undergoing that tapa is what is called tapas. If it is applied to God, it is a tapas for Bhagavad Prapti. If it is applied for money, it is tapas also. If it is applied for food, a person who wants to win in athletic event, the cricket player, I want to get 100, then he will keep on training. Virat Kohli is doing a tapasya only. Every player is doing a tapasya. Hockey player is doing a tapasya. It is. So, tapasya does not mean that you are directing the mind towards God. But if the tapasya is for God, then you get God. If the tapasya is to become an athlete, you become an athlete. If your tapasya is to get good marks, you get a good mark. If the tapasya is to make more money, you become a good businessman. A good businessman can become a good spiritual man also. Because the same thing you have to take it here and put it there. Okay? Can you give me a sloka to prove this, what I said? Manayeva manushyanam bandaya vishyaksaktam chetak kalu asya bandaya ratam va pumsi mukti yendi. Bhagavad Kapilopadesha. Chetak kalu asya bandaya. Your chitta is the cause for bandha. The very same chitta. Ratam va pumsi mukti. If it is chitta is interested in Bhagavan, it is mukti. Chitta is interested in worldly things, whether it is cricket or money or woman or anything. Name, fame, rajya, power. We have all these things. We don't have that tapasya. We have this tapasya. Okay. Even here also, this tapasya is not complete. If this tapasya is good, means you will achieve everything here. You will become Alexander the Great. So that is actually tapasya. You do tapasya means what purpose you have come. Mind be focused on that alone. Is it clear? It is a very logical explanation and it is the meaning. Because tapa means tapa. Tapa, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. That's tapa. I want God. That's why thought about God to the exclusion of all other things. Bhagavad Chinta, itara Chinta, vina itara Chinta. No other Chinta should be there. Okay? Puja. Vakyam. Vangmaya tapa. Bhava Samshuddhi means what? Bhava Samshuddhi means there is no other Bhava. Bhava Samshuddhi means Ishvara, I want Ishvara. No other thought should come. We all want to God actually. But this is also there. So it is not 100% tapasya. So that is why little we get, little peace, little benefit, little something is there. That is why yam yam vapis paran bhavam tejitante kalevram. That is very correct actually. It is a gaunartha. This prayoga is also gauna, but it is vangmayam tapasya like that. So that tapasya is anushtana tapasya. What I say is the real tapasya. When the thought is exclusively on that, it is tapasya. Bhava samshuddhihi. Bhava means this thought, manas. The purity of the mind means what? No other thing is there. Two things are means impure. Water is there, little petrol is also added means what will happen? Water is there, little you put little curd into it. Then water is not good water. You understand this actually. This explanation is okay. Otherwise, what is tapasya? Tapasya is Ravana did tapasya. For what purpose he did tapasya? All power. He got the all power. You had Bhagavan's pratyaksha. But he did not get Bhagavan. He did not ask for Bhagavan. I want power. Okay, you gave it. All the asuras were great tapasvis. Great tapasvis, you see. Better than these devatas, better than these maharshis. Even maharshis also, when they do tapasya, sometimes they fall down. Why they fall down? Something it was difficult, something was there. So therefore, the more and more we concentrate on that, that is actually, ultimately what does it mean? One desire alone should be there. That is bhava samshuddhi. If you want God, you have God alone. If you want money, you have money, no problem. But then you will achieve money. If you want Rajya, you get Rajya. This you know, all the yajna they do, Rajasuya, all this yajna for power only. They have all the rituals they follow. They get that only. Bhagavan comes there, what do you want this? I want to become Indra. So Indra Padavi only they get. So that was the intention for the tapasya. So that alone is there. If it is not, other things are there, it is gone. So bhuyayeva tapasa brahmacharyena. So with this intention, what for you have come? We want brahmaparaha. So we want to achieve that only. Then brahmacharyena shraddhaya samvatsaram samvatsyata is told. Then the first one asks, Atakabanti katyayana upetya papracha Bhagavan kuto vai maha prajaha prajayante. Why he asked the question? He finds they want to find out. Bhagavan has created this world. That is the explanation. Who is Bhagavan? Bhagavan is the Srishtikarta. So how the Srishti has come? That is the question actually. So then if he says Bhagavan has created this Srishti like this, first he created this sky, then air, water. If you have told like that, Bhagavan is also there, he is creating like this, one by one. Like a potter is creating one part, another part. It will become like that. So the Bhagavan will be there, Srishti will be there, two will be there, that doubt will come. So that is why it is told here. Then, Tasmai Sahovaya Prajakamo vai Prajapatihi. Srishti, in order to have Srishti, there should be desire. Without a desire, no Srishti is possible. When a desire comes, some activity will come. If you want, I want food, then you begin to cook. I want the food, then only you will cook. I want money, what I should do. I want this. So when you ask for Srishti, then you have accepted Srishti is there. Then they should say, yes, Srishti is there. Bhagavan wanted Srishti. It is Leela. Then the word Leela. So how it is possible? You know only by through the Mithuna. So then he says, Prajakamo vi Prajapatihi satapotapyata. He also did tapasya. Bhagavan did tapasya. How will I do the Srishti? I want Srishti. Because I want Srishti. How will I do it? I want to lead a spiritual life. What should I do? All right, we will go to Shivananda Ashram. Then you buy a ticket and come here. Same way only. So Bhagavan also thought, so tapodapya. They're very practical. Otherwise you won't understand. You make a mystical thing, sir. Satapodapya. He also did tapasya. You are doing tapasya for him and he is also doing tapasya to create you. Satapodapyada. Satapastaptva vidhinam utpadede. He made a pair. Because how we understand? that is the Prakriti and Purusha. Jiva is there, the Shakti is there, the energy is there, and the matter is there. So Reyi and Prana, they called it as Prana is Shakti and Reyi is matter. Matter and energy. So and then he thought, this matter and energy if I create, that will make everything. Then the next mantra says, I want you to understand this, not into grammar, meaning and other things. How it is developed, the theory behind it. So, Reyi and Prana you do not know. Prana you can't understand much. Reyi till matter and energy you don't understand. If it appears, you think that you know, but you do not know. That is a little more gross they make. Adityo havai pranaha Reyireva chandrama Reyirva yetat sarvam janmurtam cha amurtam cha tasman murti devadihi. I said Reyi and Prana, don't worry, Prana means Aditya you take. Reyi is moon. Don't you know all these creations? All the creations have come from sun and moon only. Without sun and moon, no creation is here. From where all these creation came? All these creation came from sun and the moon. Okay? That you can understand easily. All these creation came from food, I say. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaha. Annat bhavanti bhutani say. Everything has come from food. So that he will come later. Now food comes from Surya. If Surya is not there, food will not be there. Okay? So that's why Aditya and Chandrama, they are the Reyi and Prana, they are the pairs. The man and the woman later. The Chandrama, Reyirva etat sarvam. So that this Reyi, that is Chandrama. Reyi is all this, whatever you see is Reyi. And that which makes it move, the energy behind it is Prana. Energy behind it is the Aditya. Whatever you see here, it is all product of the Chandra. What makes it move? What makes it pulsate, to move, to work, to function? That is Aditya. Without Aditya, without Prana, nothing will happen here. This body is there. This is product of Chandra. But the Prana is there. Because of this is, I am doing like this, I am speaking to you, you are attending to me. So that is Aditya. Okay? Then he explained, little explanation. Ata Adityaha udayan yat prachim disham pravishadi tena prachyan pranan rashmishu sannidhatte yad dakshinam yad pradijim yad udijim yad adho yad urdham yad antaradisho yad sarvam prakachedi tena sarvan pranan rashmishu sannidhatte. This Aditya, as he rises, the east, west, south, north, and the intermediate areas. Whenever he gives light through his rashmis, he makes active all the pranas. All the prana, whosoever here, whatever be here, including the trees. The trees also breathe, you know. All are breathing that prana, and he only gives the prana. If Aditya is not there, means even if you go to North Pole, Aditya will be all the 24 hours during the some time, and during some another time Aditya will not be there. No Aditya will be there. You know this. So at that time everything will die out. If you go to the north, still north, here also the trees, leaves fall down, and again they come up. If you go to south and in Kerala, the leaf will not fall down like this. That season is not there. That season, leaves falling down season is not there. When we come here only we will see all these things, trees, only the sticks are standing like this. Normally we think these trees are dead. They are not dead. Again it will come out. That you will never have. All the time it is green only there because the sun is always there. Here sun goes and comes. The Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, because of that only the leaves go and leaves come. You understand this actually? I do not know what is happening at Odisha. All the trees, leaves will go like this. Little or like as little, this much will not be there. If you go to Trivandrum is south end, so it won't fall down at all. We have never seen all the leaves falling down. Some trees, when they become old, it will fall down. But all the leaves falling down and the stick alone remaining there. I will never say, here I used to see this tree and I used to enjoy it also, how beautiful it is. And it comes to life. You know, our Vimalan Swamiji used to tell the story about the practice of the presence of God by Brother Lawrence. It is his own addition. One day he opened the window, all are ice covered. And after 2-3 months he opened, all the plants have come up with good flowers. So he thought, oh, one day I will also be like this plant will flower. He was a foolish fellow. One day I will also. So that is very true. In many of the trees, nothing will be there, bush. And when the sun comes, then all will come with greeneries will come, fruits will come. In the Europe actually, you can see that also. So Aditya is life here, prana, and Chandrama is all the matter. Then there is an explanation about why this is told, Aditya and Chandra. All creations are from Aditya and Chandra means you are creating this, that is creating is not that. Everything is created by him only. Okay? The creator is only one. The dog gives birth to a child. The other tree gives to a plant. Another the sucker comes. All these things are, he is the Pita. Who? Surya is the Pita of everybody. If the Pita is not there, nothing will come. But you and I have no place here. Because of he is there, I am here. Because of this electricity is there, it is working. Otherwise, this fellow has no power. This switch will never work. Okay? So, Yesha Vaishwanaraha, he is Sarvatma. The Surya is Sarvatma. He is the Atma of everything here. You don't have an individual Atma. Sarvatma means what? All Atma or he means what about your Atma? You have an Atma? So we are part and parcel of that Bhagavan. You don't have any individual existence. What is our problem? I am here. This Ahankara is there. That is the problem here. He is our Father. He is everything here. He is only working through me. It is easy to say Gurudev is working through me, but we never accept it. It may be in the lips. Bhagavan is, everything is Bhagavan. It will be in the lips, but it is not accepted. You understand me actually? So ultimately, that is the tapasya. Bhagavan is everything here. That acceptance is, once you accept it, you have become Bhagavan. So he is Sarvatma. You understand me actually? You ask me, if there is a question you ask me. This understanding and this contemplation and this thought, engaging this thought, will make us really one with God. All other things will be secondary. No other thing is going to help us because our mind will be in small petty things. He is Sarvatma means your Atma and my Atma in this Atma, the dog's Atma. When Bhagavan is Sarvatma, it is easy to say whether we believe it. That faith comes with His grace. So we have to keep on thinking about it. Bhagavan, allow me, make me believe that you are working through me. You are working through him. So, Vaishwanaraha Sarva, Vishwarupaha, he is, all the rupas are his rupa. Sitting in front of me, Bhagavan is sitting in front of me. He is Vishwarupa, that's what he is told. Because he is the Father. He is the Father. Vishwarupaha. He is prana in everybody. He is the Agni, he is the Jatara Agni. He only udayate, he only comes up in this. When he rises, my prana is coming up. The Sarvatma is coming up. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is coming up. Vishwanatha Bhagavan is coming up. Tadet, you see, this is the same thing has been told by Rigveda, in the Rigveda, Richapyuktam. So, Vishwarupam Harinam Jata Vedasam, this is not my statement, Pipalada says, it is not what I say, it is there in the Rigveda. Vishwarupam Harinam Jata Vedasam Parayanam Jyotirekam Tapantam Sahasra Rishmibihi Shadada Vartamanaha Pranaha Prajanam Udayatyesha Suryaha. So he is Vishwarupa. He only appears as all these things. All the trees and plants are because of water. Water comes from rain. Rain comes from Aditya only, creates these clouds and makes us fall down. Okay. Harinam, Rashmivantam, Jata Vedas. He knows everything because he is looking. What you are doing, he knows. Jata Vedaha. Parayanam. He is the Ashrayasthana for all of us. Jyotihi. Ekam Jyotihi is the light. Tapantam. Sahasrashmivihi. With thousands of rays he is appearing here. So that is the prana, he is coming out. Okay. Then, now Surya and Chandra has been told. Now he comes to another, the same thing I will tell you in another way. Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi. Prajapati only, who created Prajapati created. He decided, let me have children, he decided. This time is Prajapati. First he said, Chandra and Surya is Prajapati. Now he says, Chandra and Surya makes the time. Chandra and Surya only makes the time. You understand me? The logic and the beauty of this explanation, you see, what a beautiful explanation, you know. Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi. Samvatsara is Prajapati. There also the 2 is there. XY. What do you know XY? XY you know? Understand XY? Chromosomes. Huh? What you now say is this XY. Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi. Tasyayane Dakshinam cha Uttaram cha XY. That is the pair. Dakshinayana and Uttarayana, because of that only everything happens. Tomorrow is Uttarayana. Tomorrow Uttarayana Punyakala. 247. From Dakshinayana we are going to Uttarayana. Okay? Am I right? Uttarayana only we are going. Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi. Samvatsara is the Prajapati. Samvatsara is creating. Kala is creating. If Kala is not there, how will creation will be there? If time is not there, where is the date of birth? When born, when died, nothing will be there. Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi tasyayane cha dakshinam cha uttaram cha. That is Reyi and Prana. Tadyaye havai tadishtapurtam kritamityupasade te chandramasameva lokamapi jayante. So that is, one is Prana and one is Reyi. So whosoever opts for Reyi, that is matter, not Prana, then they go up to the matter only. Chandramasam means Chandram is matter. So Upasana is Reyi, so you go to Chandra. Upasana is Prana, you go to Surya. Upasana is Reyi. You want all these things in this world, you will be in this world. You want something, the prana, the energy of this world, you go to Bhagavan. So Bhagavan and Pradhana and Purusha, Purusha and Prakriti. If your Upasana is Prakriti, if you want anything in this world, you will get it. Yam yam vabi smaran bhabam tyajityante kalever tam tamevedi kaunteya. Tam tamevedi pandava kaunteya. Sada tat bhava bhavitaham. So if your bhavana, if your asha is to achieve something in this world, then you get that. Provided it is dharmika, okay, that comes later. So whatever you desire, Bhagavan gives you. He asks you whether you want Reyi or you want Prana, whether you want me or matter, whether you want Purusha or Prakriti. Prakriti means you get it. Purusha, you get it. So your Upasana, if it is Surya Upasana, it is symbolic. If it is Surya Upasana, you reach Surya, Uttarayana. If it is Chandra Upasana, you go to Chandra, Pitriyana. So those who do the Ishtapurta karma, on the karmas, they chandramasamevat lokam abhijayanti. They get the chandra loka, pitriyana. They get the matter. Tayeve punaravartande tasmat ete shreha prajakamaha dakshinam pratipadyante. So they want matter, so they will go somewhere and then come back here. They go somewhere and come back here. They go to Chandraloka and come back here. They go to Chandraloka and come. Agni Jyotiraka Shukra, Chanmasa Uttaram, Dumoratri, that is, this is told there. Okay. Yashaka vai rehi pitriyana. Atha uttarena tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya vidyaya atmanam anvishya adityam avijayante. Otherwise, now what we people, we want Bhagavan actually. Maybe some desire, maybe worldly things will be there. But there is a percentage of desire for Bhagavan is there. Otherwise we will not have come here. So uttarena tapasa, with having come here, instead of doing ishtapurta karma, ishtapurta is also tapas is there. Here, tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya vidyaya upasanaya. Vidya means upasana. So we do tapasya, I want to get to Bhagavan. That thought is coming again and again. That is the tapasya. Okay? Ultimately, what thought is going on in your mind, that decides your future. The type, what sadhana you are doing means what is sadhana? What thought you are entertaining, what is the desire you have in your mind, that is the sadhana. What else is there? And that desire is, you may not, what you can say something and think something. What you think. I want Bhagavan, you say it is not a desire, it is a statement. If the mind should be really wanting Bhagavan, if the mind is wanting Bhagavan, then automatically this thought will come. Sometimes we will have desire to go there to have a bath in Ganga, to go to Badrinath. That may be a strong desire, may not be. The little desire will be there. May not be a strong desire for Bhagavan. We go to Ganga bath. People are regularly taking Ganga bath, regularly doing japa. All these things will be doing. But mind is really wanting it, you should know. But in abhyasa it may come later because swadhyayati ishtadevata samprayogaha. All these things slowly will lead you that also. So one person I know, my neighbor, he was not very much interested in religious things. Some reason came for him to go to temple. So regularly he will be going to temple. Afterwards what happened? For what purpose he started going, that did not happen. But he was continuously going. So one day he himself told me, I do not know any of these things. For some reason I started coming, but now I like this, so I want to be here. I like this. I have been associated, but I cannot leave now this. So we all come here. We are staying here in the ashram. Now, after 20 years, 30 years, somebody asks you to go and stay in home means you don't feel, no. You can't go there because we have developed a love for this life. We have developed a love for this life. Whenever we go out, then the moment the tour is over and we are coming back, I do not know, some joy comes in my mind. So we will go back to our home. No other home is our home. But this thought becomes very powerful after some time. So, uttarena tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya vidyamana vidyaya atmanam anvishya adityam vijayante. Then slowly our mind is filled with more and more of God thought. Worldly thought slowly goes away. Then you are going by the Uttarayana Marga. For that, this is the Purva Ranga. Okay? This life, what you are undergoing here, Gurudev's Kripa and your Atma Kripa has only made us to stay here. Little free from unwanted things. Maybe little unwanted things will be here also, but little free from unwanted things. And then the mind is engaged in Bhagavan. Mind is engaged in spiritual thoughts. And if you nourish this, if you make it more and more powerful, then Adityam Abhijayante. Okay? And the worldly, the more and more mind is free of unwanted desires. Whatever he has provided is okay. What do you want? I don't want anything. I want him alone. Na kamayekam gatim ishwarat param ashtati siddhim apunatbhavam va artim prabhati akhila deha bhajam antasthidohi bhavanti adukkaha. What do you want? I don't want anything, Bhagavan. I want your kripa. What a beautiful thing, you see. So, Saukhyopadesham Kuru, like that. Okay. So, Yadadhi Prananam Ayatanam. This is the abode of that prana. What is this? The Surya, Aditya is Prananam Ayatanam. That is the abode of Ayatanam. Yetad Amritam. This is Amrita. This is Abhaya. Yetad Parayanam. Yetasman. From there, na punaravartande. From there, they won't come back. Ityasha nirodha. Nirodha means there is a place. Once you go there, this return back, that door is closed, permanently bolted out. That's it. Somebody bolts you. You cannot go from there. So it is nirodha. Nirodha means sannyasa. Yasha shlokaha. So that in that respect, this mantra is there. This shloka is there. This is not Veda mantra. Some other place it is. This we have to take, I think. Okay. Panchapatam pidaram dvadashakritim divahuhu pare arthe purishinam atheme anye yupare vichakshanam saptajakre shadaraha ahuhu arpidamiti. About this Aditya, some people say like this. This is the prasangika, anushangika. Anushangika means it is added, casually added here. In that connection we added. So this Aditya is Panchapadaha. What is this Aditya? Now we are talking about what? We are talking about the Paramapurusha. Paramapurusha, then when he started desiring, he is called Prajapati. Otherwise Hiranyagarbha. Otherwise Brahma. Okay. Then that Prajapati himself is Aditya and Chandra. Aditya and Chandra himself is called Samvatsara. Okay? Kala. Okay? Paramatma, ultimate supreme Bhagavan. Then Srishtikarta Bhagavan. Then Srishtikarta Bhagavan is Chandra and Aditya. And Chandra and Aditya itself is Samvatsara, Kala. That Kala is Panchapadam. That Surya, which Kala is Surya is Panchapadam. He has got 5 legs, they say. 5 legs means the Ritus are called 5 Ritus. Shad Ritus, 6 Ritus, but in the Vedas it is called 5 Ritus. The Shishira and Hemanta together they make and Panchapada. So also these sannyasins, traditional sannyasins will have only 5 shavings, 5 Ritus. Somehow they have a slip also, this Shankara Matha and other things. Every Purnami they will not do. Every Ritu, one Purnami only they will do. Which Purnami I do not remember now, but one Purnami they will do. So 5 only they will do. So Panchapadam is 5 Ritus. Pitaram, he is the father of everybody. Tameva Mata ja Pitattvameva. Mata and Pita, you. Mata and Pita only, this Rehi and Prana. Rehi and Prana is Bhagavan only divided himself into Rehi and Prana. Okay? You understand me actually? Panchapadam Pitaram. And he is Dvatashakritim. He has got 12 limbs. 12 Avayavaha. Avayavaha, Anga. 12 Angas. What are the 12 Angas? 12 months. 12 months. Divaha Pare. Divaha Pare means it is that he is above the Swargaloka. This Aditya is above Swargaloka. Divaha Pare. Divaha Pare Ardhe. He is there above Swargaloka. So beyond Swarga it is. Purishanam. It is Purishanam means Purisham means water. It's full of water, they say. That some people, some people say like this. Pare. Some other people says Vichakshanam. Vichakshanam means Sarvajna. Some people say he is Sarvajna. He is all-knowing. All these descriptions we give to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Sarvajna, omniscient. The word Sarvajna. Omniscient, omnipotent like that. Omniscient. Vichakshanam. And Sapta Chakre, he has got 7 wheels. Shadaraha, and 6 spokes. Spokes are spikes. Spokes. Shadaraha, that is 6 ritus. Ahu Arpiramiti. Some people say it is 5 ritus, some people say it is some people say it is 5 ritus are his feet, and he is the father of everything. He has got 12 limbs. He is above the Swarga, and he is full of water. Like that they say. Some others say Vichakshanam, he is Sarvajna. He has got 7 horses or 7 wheels. Shadarha, 6 spokes. Some people, and all these are all connected in 6 spokes like that they say. It's Kala Swarupa. Kala Swarupa, all ritus and explanations are Kala, because Kala Chakra. Kala is Kala Chakra. Okay, it moves. So up to this, the Samvatsara Swarupa. The Samvatsara now break down again. Again that breakdown. All the qualities of the father will be there in the son. The son will look like the father. Okay. Like that, Samvatsara is the father. Samvatsara's children are month. Month also looks like. That is also Kala. So, Maso Vai Prajapatihi. Oh, time is up. Okay, I'll take. Maso Vai Prajapatihi. Tasya Krishna Pakshaye Varihi. Shukla Pranaha. Tasmat Yete Rishyaha. Shukla Mishlam Gurvandi. Itare Itarasmin. So, Masa. Samvatsara is Bhagavan Swarupa. Masa is Bhagavan Swarupa. Masa is a breakdown. This 1/12 of the month. Masa vai Prajapatihi. Masa is Prajapati. Why this is told? Masa is Prajapati. Why it is told? Masa vai Prajapatihi. Why it is told? Everything is God. That is my point. If you fail, if you don't understand this mantra is useless, you see. Samvatsara is Bhagavan, Masa is Bhagavan. So, you are Bhagavan, he is Bhagavan, like that. Everything is Bhagavan, they say. If they break down everything here, the time is Bhagavan. Okay. Samvatsara is Bhagavan, month is Bhagavan, day is Bhagavan. Okay. Whatever made, these gold ornaments are there. This is gold, this is gold, this is gold. Everything is gold, yes, everything is gold. Maso, you understand me actually? Ultimately, Bhagavan, the presence of God has to be felt in everything. That is being told here, okay? That is the Upadesha. What is the other Upadesha? Let us behold thee in all these names and forms. What Gurudev has told, that is being told here. When Sri Krishna became all the children, why he became? It is not to exhibit his power. He make you understand whatever you see here is me only. When Sri Krishna, in order to delude Brahma, we make it as a, we deluded Brahma. He did not delude Brahma. He makes you understand. He gives you the lesson. Hey, my dear, you understand, I only become everything. You are like Brahma. You don't understand. After Brahma, after some time, Brahma understands, oh, it must be Bhagavan only. So he has divided himself. He has become every child, every cloth, every stick, every cattle. All these are Bhagavan. What for it is told? Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Okay. That is the Upadesha. That is the only Upadesha. There is no other Upadesha. That is the only Upadesha. Everything is Bhagavan. That is the only thing we should know. If you know that everything is achieved, if you don't know that nothing is achieved, all the study will be a waste. Vag Vaikari, Shabdajari, Shastra, Vyakhyana, Kushalagari. So, this remember, always remember. Ultimately what is told is, whatever I see God. You are everywhere. Unfortunately, my eyes are not, some yellow fever is there, that you know that jaundice die. I am not able to see you. I see you, this fellow, this fellow, this fellow, this fellow. So remove this jaundice so that may I behold you. ഹിരണ്മയേന പാത്രേണ സത്യസ്യ അഭിഹിതം മുഖം തത്വം പൂഷൻ അപവൃണ് സത്യധർമായ ദൃഷ്ടയേ. വാട്ട് ഡസ് ഇറ്റ് മീൻ ആക്ച്വലി? ഓക്കെ. മാസോ വൈ പ്രജാപതി തസ്യ കൃഷ്ണപക്ഷയേ വരിഹി. കൃഷ്ണപക്ഷ ഇസ് രയി, ശുക്ലപക്ഷ ഇസ് പ്രാണ. തദ്ദേതത് ഋഷയः ശുക്ലമിഷ്ടം കുർവന്തി. സോ സം പീപ്പിൾ ഡു ദി ഇഷ്ടകർമ്മ, ഇഷ്ടികർമ്മ, they do in Shukla Paksha. That means they are doing upasana of prana. Itarasmin. Some people do it in Krishna Paksha. So what is this Ishti? Some people do upasana on the Krishna Paksha. Some people do upasana of the Shukla Paksha. What is this Ishti? Rai and prana means what? Oh, some people worship Bhoga, Anna. Some people worship Purusha. So whether you want Prakriti or Purusha, are you worshipping Bhagavan or Sampat? Are you worshipping Lakshmi or Bhagavan? Okay? So those who worship Rai, those who worship Chandra, those who worship worldly things, they get this world. Those who worship Bhagavan, they get that Bhagavan. That is being told every time. Okay? Don't forget that. So we will stop this and already 9:49. Okay. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyan atmani mayaya bhagirivot bhutam yatha nidraya yes sakshat kurute prabodha samaye swatmanameva advayam tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye बीजस्य अन्तरिवङ्गुरो जगदिदं प्राङ् निर्विकल्पं पुनः माया कल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतं मायावेव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमैदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकम् असत्कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसां यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यः साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावर्तिः भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमैदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये. ओ नानाचित्रगडोदरस्थित महादीपप्रभाभास्वरं ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव बन्धम् अनुभात्येतत्समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमैदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ओम्.